I mean, what else? Let's see something different. Do something, maybe do it with his left hand. I'm just joking. Look, he's one of the best in the world, and that's what he does. You know, I've said this earlier, some of us in this room can take him for granted. The man is special.
Who's having the more impressive season? Is it Luka or Steph?
Well, I'm going to say Luka. You know, he doesn't make his free throws, which drives me crazy, and he's always moaning and groaning with the officials. He never commits a foul. He gets fouled, and that drives me crazy too. But he doesn't have a whole lot to work with compared to Curry. Plus, he plays. Curry did not play 2 games in New Orleans, which still has me bothered. Those poor fans sitting in the upper deck who bought a ticket in October. Hey, Mom and Dad, can you take me to the Golden State game at home? Because I want to be able to see Curry play, the world's champ. Can I get? And they bought him the ticket the first game, and he said, hey, Mom, Curry didn't play. So they went out and dug deep into their pockets to buy the ticket for the second game, and Curry again sat, didn't play. So the fact that Curry upset the people of New Orleans and sat 2 games, Doncic just sat once, but it was a home game, not on the road. The fact that he did that and the fact that Doncic has nobody around him. Tim Hardaway, really? No?
They did have 22 last night.
You know what I mean. You want to put Hardaway on a big-time championship team?
Even though I agree with you, Doggy, here's the part that you could say about Steph Curry. Klay Thompson had 5 points last night. Now, we know how I feel about Klay Thompson. I'm a huge Klay Thompson fan, and I got on him a few weeks ago to, stop all of this stuff like being a head case. You're a 4-time champion. Stop acting like you got something to prove. All you have to prove is that you got to get healthy. That's it. You don't have anything else to prove. We know what you can do, Klay. Just go out there and do it. You cannot go and shoot 2 for 9 and have 5 points and expect the Warriors to be what we know them to be. You, Klay Thompson, you got to find a way to do more than that. In terms of your point about Steph Curry, I will say this. Teams make these decisions these days rather than the players in terms of sitting out. Steph Curry in the past has come back to fans and make sure he ingratiated himself with them after sitting out a game or whatever. But I'm inclined to agree with you in this part. You're the star. I don't want to hear that somebody made you sit out. You're the star. You can sit up there and say, I already missed 1 game in this city. They came to see me. I need to show up. Because superstars throughout NBA history, and Eminem, you know this, regardless of what facial expression you're making, because you tired and you stayed up late playing ball and all that stuff last night, you know I'm telling the truth. The fact of the matter is we have seen instances in the past where superstars know they're coming to see me. I got to show up. Back-to-back trips to the same city, you can't miss both of those games if you're healthy. You owe them better than that because those fans came to see you. So I don't disagree with you.
I'm surprised. You're on my side.
It's a rare
Which is rare.
It's a rare occurrence.
I hear what you're saying, Mad Dog. I'm 15 tickets deep on Kawhi Leonard, and I still haven't seen him play. All kidding aside, it doesn't fall on Steph Curry. It falls on the Warriors coaching staff. And here's why. The Warriors always rest their starters at the end of a road trip on the second game of a back-to-back. So it's unfortunate scheduling that the Warriors played the Pelicans twice at the end of those road trips. Now I know what you're saying. Steph Curry could have and should have spoken up. And while that may be true, it's not just him. Klay, Draymond, Wiggins, none of these guys suit up at the end of a back-to-back. What they should have done is rest these guys at the beginning of the back-to-back instead of the end. It's easy to blame Steph, but he was really just trusting his coaching staff that helped him win so many games and championships over the years. And when Steph Curry can play, he does. He's not like Kawhi Leonard or AD, taking off games for minor injuries. Whenever Steph is cleared to play, he's on the court. So I have to give him the benefit of the doubt here. While it's unfortunate that both of these games happened in New Orleans, and I'm sure those fans were disappointed, the Warriors coaching staff have done this ever since Steph and Klay have gotten older in the end of their primes. They're trying to preserve them to win more championships, and you can't exactly blame the team for doing that. Should they have switched up the schedule? Absolutely. Should Steph have spoken up? Probably. But the Warriors have followed this formula, and the schedule wasn't just because it was the Pelicans. It was because it was the 5th game of a road trip on a back-to-back. And these guys are getting older. Greg Popovich did this with the Spurs, and Tim Duncan could have spoken up plenty of times, but he was trusting the system and he wanted to win championships, and it's no different with Steph Curry. But let me know in the comments, am I wrong? Should Steph Curry have played in one of these games against the Pelicans? And leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe for more NBA content just like this, and I'll see you in the next one.